Walking in 6-inch heels can be a seriously daunting prospect, but doesn't have to be. Today, I'm going to show you how. Now, the first thing you need to do is make sure when you put your shoes on for the first time that you are sitting down in a chair. Why? Because when you put 6-inch heels on, you'll notice that it moves the entire way that you stand. It pushes the weight onto the toes of your feet. So just have a little wiggle around, rock your feet back and forward so that you understand how that weight feels. The second thing is make sure that you are beside a table or a bench or something that you can hold onto, just in case. So hold on to this really steady object you've got beside you. Make sure that your feet are quite close to the chair. Keep your knees bent until the very last moment. Keep holding onto your sturdy thing and ta-da! You're standing in 6-inch heels. So now that you're standing, just check what your body weight is and get comfortable with standing up in your 6-inch heels. Then the next thing that you want to do is understand where your weight's going to be when you walk. Now what you want to do is just rock back and forward a little bit in your heels, but alternate. Don't try and lift both of your toes up or both of your heels up at the same time. You will probably fall over. It's really hard to do, even for me. So just rocking back and forward a little bit, alternating between both of your feet, just get a feel for what that movement's like. Now you're ready to take your first step. If you're still nearby that sturdy object, it might be a good idea to hold on to it while you do this. So all you need to think about is taking a normal step where you step from your heel and roll through to your toe. So let's take that first step together, from your heel through to your toe. What you might have noticed in taking that first step is that the step is a lot shorter. So basically, when you roll through from your heel to your toe, when your foot is flat, it's a lot longer. When you go up into a 6-inch heel, that distance is a lot shorter. Then try taking your second step, and from here on in, it's all about practice, with just 2 small exceptions. Those exceptions are walking upstairs and walking downstairs. Same rules will apply when you're walking up and down hills. Now, when you're walking downstairs, what you need to do is go toe-heel. Remember before, when you took your first step, that you went heel-toe and rolled through just like you usually would. This way is the opposite, and it's a very subtle movement. It's almost like you're putting your foot down flat in these shoes. So take your step down the stairs, and actually really good idea if you can find some stairs that have got a railing that you can hold onto while you're practicing this. So take your first step and toe-heel, and see it's actually extremely subtle. There's barely a movement in it at all, but it really is going toe first and then heel. Now, when you're going back up the stairs, it's a bit of a different movement. What you want to do is just put your foot down flat and stomp your way up the stairs. It's a slight little bit different when you're going up a hill. You might find that you need to use that little action of your toe then hill like we did coming down the stairs. But for this one, when you're going up the stairs in your 6-inch heels, all you need to do is just put your foot down flat and stomp your way all the way to the top. Now, if you haven't bought your 6-inch heels yet, there are a couple of great style tips that I would love to share with you that are going to make them very easy to walk in. So what you want to look for is for a design that comes up the face of your foot. So something that comes up almost high to your ankle. So you can see on these ones here, we've got the crisscross straps that really come up high. Other things to think about might be like an Oxford shape that laces all the way up the front of your foot. The reason is because that way it'll hold your foot into the shoe, and it'll make it much easier for you to learn to walk in these 6-inch heels before you start to look at shoes that are a little more open that need a little bit more practice. So now that you know how to walk in 6-inch heels, if you don't have a pair already, I have put a link to our designer below so that you could design your very own pair of very high heels. And I've also put a link below to the pair of shoes that I'm wearing in this video. I really hope you enjoy, and happy designing.